Families in the tri-states will get the help they need thanks to a grant and software upgrades. The Regional Office of Education that serves Hancock, Schuyler, Fulton, and McDonough counties is taking the next step to make social services more accessible. With a $62,000 grant from Birth to Five Illinois, family support specialist Mandy Krepp says they will implement software called Iris. She says it will speed up the process to help families.
We have to have agencies on board, so that's the most important piece. So the more partners we have, the better off we will be. But each of those agencies will have their own dashboard within Iris, and they'll be able to make and receive referrals through there as well.
And Krepp says she receives calls daily from families who need things like food and shelter. She hopes to have Iris implemented by June.